Well, hey everyone, welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. I hope you had yourself a fantastic holiday weekend. I am just getting back in the swing of things. Actually just got off a 3.5 hour car ride, and here I am doing a market update for you. Before we get started, let me just say that over the next couple weeks, the content may be released less regularly on schedule. I usually try to put a video up at 11:45 and 6:45 Eastern Standard Time, but my wife is going back to work tomorrow, so from maternity leave, so my life's about to get all shooken up. So you may not see regularly kind of scheduled posted content, but you should still see between 1 and 2 videos a day. I will try to do 2 videos a day consistently, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, I wanted to give you a heads up on that for those of you who watch most of the videos. Secondly, let's go ahead and show you where you can get access to all this stuff. Go on over to patreon.com/KitchenTableTCG, or just go to KitchenTableTCG.com. You can get access to the Patreon, the collection tracker, all the things that utilize the data from this video. It's a great way to keep track of the value of your collection in real time if you watch these videos, and it's also a great way to support the channel. You get access to all the Discord Armory events and all the other fun things that we have going on in our Discord server as well. So let's hop into Tales of Aria, and let's take a look at what boxes are worth and what's kind of going on in the market. We had quite a few sales, even below $85 here on Tales of Aria First Edition boxes. Currently, Hydro Pump Poke Shop has 6 of them for $81 plus shipping. You can see 8 of them have sold on the 27th. And if you take a look at the sales history of the boxes, I don't know what's happening here, but there's plenty available, even, sub $85 a box. I'm going to lock it in at $85 a box because eBay was a little bit higher. But you can, if you're shopping around, you can see on Christmas, people got boxes for $80 a box of Tales of Aria. I think that if you look at this graph, it doesn't look great in terms of, is this the bottom or not? But that's up to you to decide. And right now, boxes, I'm going to set at around $85 for Tales of Aria First Edition. So let's see, is it worth it to open up that box? Let's see what the Fable is at. About $335 right now for the Corsham. You can see currently listed, that's the unlimited one, but you can see sold listings, you've got $335, $335. That seems to be about the price that things are going for, and it makes sense based on a case price, if that's what the market is still saying is what it is. So you're about $335 for the Fable. As we take a look at legendaries, we are actually up 4%. Sorry, $335 for the Fable was down 4%. But the legendaries, we're actually up 4% here to an average of $160. Things interesting like Rampart, the Ram's Head, sitting here at $185. You can see the rainbow foil versions at $156. But you can see $170, $185, $185, $185. It seems pretty consistently at $185. This one was also in light play condition. So that's trending up. That's a good sign from last week. We're at $175, so that's trending up, which is a good sign. Heart of Ice at $152, Crown of Seeds at $155. You've got New Horizon at $175, which is slightly down, and Spellbound Creepers up to $142. So good signs here for the legendary cold foils. Looking at the regular cold foils, not much movement here. Really nothing going on at all. Majestic average is at $45, which is up 0%, and the common average is at $8.44, which is up 1%. Not really even a ton of changing, or just kind of everything's kind of sitting the same price point here. Your average is sitting at $22. Extended art rainbow foil, the Channel Lake Frigid alt art is actually up to $212. There's a sold listing there at $212. So we do look at eBay, we look at TCG Player, we look at all the things. This is sitting $212 was a couple days ago. You've also then got the $204, $205. So this is probably more sitting in the $204, $205 range. I don't know why I didn't see that stuff, but sitting more in the $204, $205 range. It must have been today that these got listed and sold pretty instantly, honestly, since I looked at this. But sitting at $204, $205, which is actually up from last week. We saw it at $215. Keep in mind that eBay, TCG Player, they kind of all bounce back and forth. So keep in mind, this price I think last time was on eBay, and now we're on TCG Player, so it just kind of bounces back and forth on the sold listings. Currently, though, on TCG Player, you are still at the $215. So that's where that is. Now, you also are starting to notice that Channel Lake Frigid is the most expensive of the Rainbow Foil Majestics by a significant amount. I don't know if that means it's definitely more played. I don't know if there's any short printing or anything going on with that, but $24 is up quite a bit here percentage-wise. And there are some sold listings. So that's up 70%. There are some sold listings over on TCG Player for that. They're at $24. Meanwhile, the rest of the Majestic Rainbow foils, not a ton of movement. You got Flicker Wisp, which is up 25%, Force of Nature up 5%, Flash Freeze up 9%, Exposed to Elements up 5%, Channel Mount Heroic 7%. There's your Channel Lake Frigid up 71%, Seek and Destroy up 5%, Sting of Sorcery up 7%. So actually quite a bit of movement. You had some soft stuff like Ice Storm is down, Awakening is down. But for the most part, trending forward here, up 15%. It's pretty good. A lot of that percentage is because of that Channel Lake Frigid right there. Looking at regular Majestics then, you're sitting up 4%. Again, not a huge lot of changes, just kind of some trickles up and down. You did see Expose the Elements lose 55%, Blizzard gained 66%, Blink lost 60%. So a little bit of volatility still going on in the Majestics here for Tales of Aria. Wanted to highlight one thing on the rare side. For the rare Rainbow Foil Lunging Press, there was actually one that sold for $6 this past week, and that's the low now too. So keep that in mind. The Rainbow Foil rares, there are a few of them that are sought after. Bolt and Shot Red, Lightning Press Red is pretty good. If you're opening packs, make sure to keep a lookout for those cards, as they do have some significant value. All right, looking at the common Rainbow Foils, your average price is sitting at 20 cents. So let's get a look at the EV here. True box EV, if you calculate out the math, if you open up 40 boxes and you calculate out everything and every card, you're sitting at $91.45. If you're only going to sell of those 40 boxes the Majestics through the Fables, you'd be sitting at $84.16, which would be your about break-even price on opening up 40 boxes. Based on sealed product. If you open up just a case and you get a legendary but you don't hit a Fable, on average your boxes would be worth about $75.78 per box. And then if you're going to hit a cold foil common, on average, by selling the Majestics and the rares and the cold foil commons, you'd have about $31 per box. So that's where we are for the EV of first edition. Let's hop on over to Unlimited and see how that all compares. You can get boxes right now for about $75. The Fable is selling for about $20 for the, for $200 for the Corsham. I wish it was $20. I'd buy that up. The Corsham is sitting at $200, which is down from $220 last week. You've got, let me lower this for you so you can see some of this. Sorry, my face out of here. The legendaries are still all over the place. Keep in mind eBay, there was a Spellbound Creepers that sold for $140 on TCG Player, but there's one on eBay that sold for $105. So keep in mind that, let me show you that. Keep in mind that that's still going on. Like the two marketplaces are really starting to still try to figure out their price points. New Horizon though did sell for $160 for the Rainbow Foil. So like I said, the supply still seems relatively limited, and the TCG market in particular hasn't caught up to supply of the cold foils. So all that's being said though, you're at an average of $130, and here's what I'm saying: the difference between first edition and Rainbow Foil, the average is $30. So that's a little bit more than it was last week, but just keep that in mind. So this was $155 last week, this was $125 last week, so yeah, it's about the same, honestly. It's about the same, $30, both moving up, which is a good sign for both of them, I guess. But the difference still, I still think there's a lot more supply of Unlimited than we're seeing. So average is at $130. Your Majestic Rainbow Foil, Winter's Whale, huge sale here, going on about $35. Again, supply is a thing, but your kind of most recent sold listing is sitting at $35 for the Rainbow Foil. I know a lot of people who like the Rainbow Foils. I'm hearing that from a couple people who say they like, it's cheaper and it looks good. Anyway, so down 7% here to $5.88 on average. You can see Seek and Destroy Red here losing quite a bit of value. Duskblade still losing value. Blink losing value. Channel Thunderstep losing value. Tome of Harvest losing. Channel Lake Frigid though is up to $14, which is up 23%. Pulses all losing value other than Pulse of Volthaven. You've got significant value in those pulses in this set still, in the Rainbow Foil versions. Flicker Wisp at losing 20%. Ice Storm again losing 30%. So Your Voltaire is actually up to $26. So those weapons are still very good, other than, Dustblade. The weapons are still great hits, but there's only 2 of them that are great hits because Dustblade. So it kind of does erode some of that value in that slot for sure. Looking at your regular Majestics, you are actually up 2% to $2.18. That's about the same average for the other Majestics. The other Majestics on first edition, if you remember, the Majestic average was sitting at $2.13. It was exactly the same. And the cards are all the same in this too. So because there's no special cards here. Right? Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Anyway. So that's kind of where you're sitting at things. The rares, commons don't really matter. Your EV calculation here, if you're going to open up 40 boxes, is sitting at $71 per box. If you don't hit the, if you don't include the Fable, and you don't want to, without legendary, no rare, that's sitting. Let's see what this is actually calculating. This is also not calculating the Fable. This is with the legendary, no rare, and no Fable. You're sitting at $60.32, and then if you don't hit a legendary, so kind of your single box average is sitting at $26.90. So again, I think you're gonna on average lose some money if you open up tails, but if you open up a box and hit a legendary, you're obviously doing very well. So you have like a 1 and 3.5%, 1 and 3.5 boxes, 1.3 boxes chance of kind of doubling your money, which is always fun. So hope you guys have a great day. That's the info for there. If you want all access to that stuff, head on over to patreon.com/KitchenTableTCG, or just go to KitchenTableTCG.com, and you can support the channel and content like this. I hope you guys have a great day. Remember to be kind to the people around you, and we will see you again next video.